Hello my friends, I'm Kote. Today I will review common myth that herbal remedies always better and safer because they are natural compared to chemical components and chemical drugs. But I will give you 5 examples of well-known plants which are much more poisonous than conventional chemical drugs. First is Foxglove. Foxglove, also known as digitalis, which can increase heart contraction and is used to treat heart failure. But if dosage is high and it has also cumulative effect, it can cause arrhythmias and even death. And what is the mechanism, how it acts? It inhibits sodium-potassium pump. It causes increased sodium level, intracellular sodium level in the muscles. So in the muscle cells, sodium level increases. It acts calcium channels. This calcium channel opens and calcium ions influx into the cell. High level of calcium causes increased heart contraction, power of heart contraction, and if calcium level is too high, it affects heart rhythm, it causes irregular beats of arrhythmias, and eventually it causes death. So Foxglove is toxic, and even 3 grams of Foxglove leaves are enough to kill person. So it's highly poisonous. Another well-known plant is poison hemlock. Poison hemlock contains quinine, and quinine blocks nerve impulses from nerves to muscles. So it causes nerve paralysis, and nerve paralysis causes eventually death. It causes respiratory muscle relax, and person can die from respiratory failure. And how it acts? It inhibits acetylcholine from nerve to muscle. Acetylcholine is important neurotransmitter to cause muscle contraction. So if acetylcholine is inhibited, it causes muscle relaxation, causes respiratory failure, and eventually death. Poison hemlock was used to punish prisoners in past. For example, well-known example is Socrates in ancient Greek. They punished Socrates to push him to drink water with poison hemlock, and eventually he died from respiratory failure. Third plant is deadly nightshade. Deadly nightshade looks like berry, and it's common in pop culture. You may see animation Zootopia and here also deadly nightshade. It is also called Atropa belladonna, and Atropa belladonna also affects acetylcholine. It's competitive antagonist of acetylcholine. It binds to acetylcholine receptors, and it's competitive antagonist. Atropa belladonna means beautiful lady because during Renaissance in Italy, women uses Atropa belladonna in their eyes because Atropa belladonna causes dilated pupils, and they thought that if their eyes pupils would be more dilated, their eyes would be more luminous. So it was sign of beauty. That's why people doing this. But actually, in reality, it's poisonous. It causes dilated pupils, increased heart rate, causes dry mouth, sweating, and even if you eat these 4 berries, it's already deadly. So highly poisonous because it's also acetylcholine inhibitor. But if this acetylcholine inhibitor, poison hemlock, blocks nerve to muscle impulses, it blocks acetylcholine in parasympathetic nervous system. That's the difference. So they look like, but they are different. Their mechanism of action is different, but they affecting same acetylcholine both. So it's also high deadly. And poison hemlock also very deadly. Only 100 milligram is enough to cause person's death. And fourth, Comfrey. Comfrey, also well known, and in past it was used in herbal medicine and traditional medicine, but it also highly toxic. Comfrey contains pyrrolizidine, and it was one of the poison in Renaissance period also and before. It can kill person slowly and difficult to determine the reason. That's why it was used in past. Of course, such things don't happen our present, maybe happen, I don't know, but actually there is no information about it. And what Comfrey doing? Comfrey affects liver. Comfrey metabolites bind to DNA on the cells, and it affects DNA, and it damages DNA and creates reactive metabolism. Eventually increases oxidative stress. Cells are damaged, and it causes liver failure, also liver fibrosis and liver cancers. And 5, Cave or Kava. It's also such leaves, which is also toxic for liver. It affects cytochrome 450, and it creates toxic metabolites, and it causes liver failure. So, if we summarize, we have many plants which are highly toxic for humans. So to say that herbal remedies always safe is not correct, of course, because we have very potent and very strong plants which are very poisonous. Also, here is interesting fact that this poison hemlock was used by Indians to kill people and animals and fishes. They were used it as a muscle relaxant. Another interesting fact is that comfrey was used in Afghanistan and several countries as herbal remedies and also as a poison to people, and Atropa belladonna also part of beauty, and also it was used in by shamans and other traditional religious processes and rituals, because it can cause hallucinations also. So these plants have big history. These plants are very interesting but also dangerous. Thank you for your interest. Thank you for your watching. If you like my videos, please thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye for now.